Good morning. Welcome to my home, and welcome to my heart, and welcome to Qigong along with me. Today we're going to talk a lot about bouncing and releasing, because a lot of the meditations and our meditative process and our life process brings us into a congestion place. And so as we get congestion of emotions, congestion of food, congestion of activity, congestion of too much stuff, we start to block up. We start to get energy blockages. Energy blockages create dis-ease. So as we get this congestion, there needs to be a process, and there is a process. We just need to become aware of it and then be able to use it, of releasing that congestion so that everything can flow beautifully and fully and smoothly, and that we can receive what happens in the world and it can move through us quickly. And so as we think about that and think about the congestion, think about what we can do to release it. One of the activities is actually to bounce and to let our bodies move and tap. This is why the EFT is really helpful. I have a lot of different modalities that I'm trained in and have brought great benefit to me and to others over the years. And as I've looked at them all and used them all and brought them in steps and steps and steps, they all come in, and then this Qigong, this Spring Forest Qigong practice really focuses them all. It helps me understand things from voice dialogue. It helps me understand things from Ho'oponopono. It helps me understand things from EFT. It helps me understand things from Eponaquest and how I work with horses and people to balance themselves. It comes down, though, to the Qigong practice. The Spring Forest Qigong practice really focuses all of the information and the knowledge and now wisdom that I have learned over the years. And the cool thing about the Qigong practice is that you don't have to go back and rehash stuff. When we talk about our difficulties and we talk about our problems and we talk about things, that's really important because it moves stuff as well. But it doesn't necessarily balance us. The Qigong practice really balances. So as we think about, and think about where you've got some congestion in your body, because our body is our subconscious mind. Dr. Candace Pert, who's a psychoneuroimmunologist, she really discovered that with her team, her research team, when they researched why our bodies hold illnesses and what that is and what that creation is. And that creation is, creation of illness is a difficulty in processing things and moving things through our bodies. I have a client that has had some very severe health problems, and the Mayo Clinic has told this client that they need to have a meditation process. I'm like, oh, hallelujah, yay. Because that meditation process really puts us in the moment and helps to release things. So here we are in that meditation process. And that particular client has had some very severe health problems that have been life-threatening, and over life-threatening. So as this client has reached into the meditation space, there becomes more space now between their episodes. So it's very, what's the word I want? Validating that our body, mind, spirit, and soul all work together to create health and vibrance in this body that we're traveling in right now. So as we think about that and think about, what am I holding? We don't have to know what we're holding. We don't have to go, okay, if we do know, that's great. But if you don't, that's okay. I don't need to know every little piece of mechanism of how my vehicle works to be able to get in and drive. That's an analogy from Master Lin. He says, you don't need to understand every little nuance of the car. My goodness, with that, none of us would ever drive. Just get in and start driving. So let's get in and start bouncing. As we bounce, and scientifically, this is what's happening as we bounce. When we get fear and all those emotions that contract us and put us into a cortisol release and a flight, fight, fear response, no, fight, flight, freeze response, our body is flooded with hormones that facilitate that. They facilitate running away, they facilitate fighting. We need those hormones to be able to function, because that helps us set a boundary and make a change so that our bodies can be safe. But our society and our life right now is so full of fear-induced, and it has been for years. I mean, that's just the state of life. You look back at other civilizations and they were like that too. So this isn't anything new. This just happens to be our turn at walking this path. So as we walk this path of fear-induced things and all kinds of things that the cortisol can't move, if we have an actual threat and we run away from it, a physical threat, we move that cortisol through the physical activity. When we have an emotional threat and we don't have physical activity, the cortisol stays there and it doesn't allow room for the hormones that balance and heal, because the cortisol is all stuck in there. So what we're doing when we're bouncing is we're moving and we're breathing. So as we breathe in, you'll see on, I think this morning I posted from Master Lynn, why the breathing and how the breathing through the nose and through the mouth are different and how they benefit us, because each one is important. So as we breathe in and blow out, and follow your body, not necessarily your mind. Follow your body on how full that exhale should be, and how expansive it should be, and how firm and vehement it should be. If your mind says, I gotta release this stuff, then just do that a couple of times and feel what it actually traps in our bodies. It's like, oh my goodness, I gotta release it here, I gotta release it. But if we breathe in and listen to our body and breathe out with a different energy, we'll be more inclined to release what's ready to go, rather than to take our energy and go hunt for stuff that we need to kick out. Totally different response. As we breathe in, we receive energy, we receive love from the universe. As we breathe out, we take that love that we breathed in and breathe it out with love as well. And in that loving exhale, we take with it anything that's ready to go. If it's not ready to go yet, it's still serving us for a certain reason. We may not know what the reason is, but as we skim off the top, with love and gratitude and kindness, thank you for the message you brought me. Thank you for the teachings you've brought me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for helping me. These hips have really helped me. I would not be in this emotional, spiritual space if I had not had this problem. Now, I'm finding huge release from this. I'm actually going to very shortly post my MRI from 2 years ago and post some of the things that I'm doing. Fasting is one of them. This Qigong practice, which sharpens my personal spiritual practice, is huge in healing the body, mind, spirit, soul. So as we bounce, feel what your body is feeling in the bounce. As you become aware of any pain or any hurt or any blockages, breathe into those. Say, I see you, I feel you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the information you have for me. Observe what your body wants to do in the bounce. My body wanted to slow down. My knees wanted to bend. My bounce wanted to become deeper. I can feel an ever so slight shift in my pelvis. And as I made that shift, I felt some releasing in my low back. And then I'm starting to hold the muscles in my pelvis again. Become aware. Feel what your body wants to do. I'm doing what my body wants to do, and you can follow if you wish, because this might be new territory for you. And as you follow and close your eyes and feel into what your body wants to do, go with that. My body now wants to do some swiveling. My legs want to spread apart a little bit more. That spread just gave a little bit more of a release to my hips, gave a little more support to my knees. My chin wants to drop down, and the smile just appears. Follow our body's lead. My chin wanted to drop down even more. My spine, right from the center, I call this Pinocchio, that string that the puppeteer lifts Pinocchio up on, and so that the rest of the body can function. I allow my master to be my puppeteer. I give my master that permission and that desire. How big do you want to swing? How soft do you want to swing? How long do you want to swing? How long do you want to bounce? Feel, feel, feel. My body just wanted to bounce a little bit slower and deeper again. I found my energy rising up into my chest. My body says, hey, let's just let it drop down. Now I'm feeling that my thighs are fatiguing, the muscles are fatiguing. So I'm just going to be aware of that. I'm going to just come up and stand and take a break for a moment. Because remember that Spring Forest Qigong is not about pushing through pain. It's not a calisthenic exercise process. It's an awareness process. Becoming aware of our body. I just felt some congestion in my armpits. My chin rose again. I brought down my chin, but didn't bring down my chin and tuck it down. I brought down my chin by extending up here, and that drops the chin down. Now my body wants my hands to float up. And yes, we can have conversations with our body. For years and years, I didn't even really know that I could connect with my body. I made it do a lot of stuff. It was very accomplished. But it was my mind running it. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Feel what your body would like to do. If you've if you've allowed your hands to float up, where do they want to be? Do they want to be here at goal posting? And when they've climbed higher, if they want to climb higher, what's happening to your shoulder blades? Mine were climbing up. And as I just thought about that, you might have seen my shoulders drop down. As the shoulders drop down even this little tiny much, my whole base of my neck, my base of my head, just had a nice release to it. We use the bouncing process before we call upon the energy of our master. But you can still be connecting with your master here in this process without the formal call. My body wants to float the arms back down again. And now it's asking me for some more swivel. A little bit bigger now, and I feel as I swivel now, I feel a release between my shoulder blades up my spine. The smile comes back. Perhaps invite in the feeling of being like a child. And now in just this moment, I could feel the fatigue again in my quadricep muscles. And so my body's saying, okay, we've bounced enough. Now come into the quiet stillness. So I'm going to release the swivel. In this releasing of the swivel, though, I'm feeling a real heaviness, but not a negative heaviness, just a relaxation, a limpness, a freedom. My whole body, it's not a collapsing, but it's a freedom. And now I invite you to use your breath as we blow out this next time. So listen first before you do. We're going to take a big exhale and we're going to invite our body to just become quiet and feel what happens as you exhale. Invite your body to become still and then feel what happens in your body. And release into stillness. For me, it's like a magical bubble is now expanding, expanding, expanding. I just feel everything fluffing up, for lack of a better term. It feels like white clouds, especially around my hands and my arms and my armpit, and into my torso now and all around my whole body. White clouds of about 2 inches thick, and it floats me. Now this is my visualization, it's just what comes to me. Yours might be completely different. Receive what your body does. And here in this space, I feel this pressure in my palms. I feel a tingling in my fingertips. It's delightful. It's soft and it's gentle, and it's there. This is Qi, our energy, but our energy with a life force to it. It's vibrant, it's moving. It has a blueprint, so it knows exactly what our whole body, mind, spirit, soul system needs. And it has intelligence, so it will go and heal and release everything our bodies don't need. And that intelligence is run by our yi, our intention, which we are going to set now. Bring our hands to the lower dantian at the navel. If you're a female, your right hand will be next to your navel. If you're male, your left hand will be next to your navel. Allow your elbows to be open. If your hand position doesn't feel comfortable, change it. And find where you feel is the right position for you. And here now in this space, we call this the beginning of the universe. Here we set the intention for our practice by calling upon the energy of our master. Your master is anyone, any entity from whom you gain wisdom, strength, guidance. It is a purified source of energy. It holds perfection, hopefully. It can be any label you want to give it. God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, grandmother, my own inner knowing. We call upon the energy of our master in deep gratitude. And we say something like, Dear Master, with deep, deep gratitude, for this wisdom, for the knowledge that turns into wisdom, I set the intention for my practice today to go more deeper into the universe and the principles of the universe that bring healing, that ride on the energy of love. As I gain this wisdom and this knowledge, my intention is to use it to bless the lives of everyone around me. My intention is to create peace, joy, love, happiness, gratitude for the whole planet. And as we've set the intention for our practice, we now say the password. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together as one. Observe and be aware of what happens in your body when you set that password. What expands? As your eyes are closed, you might have sensations behind your eyes that might come in as colors. A little bit like northern lights, aurora borealis. You might not. You'll have your own experience. Feel into your own body. Receive however your body connects with you. Here we are. Focus on your breath. Be aware of your breath. When I use the word focus, we might go into rigidity. When I use the word aware, that softens. We're viewing now with our third eye, the eye inside of us. You can be doing this standing, sitting, or lying down. If your body is fatigued, feel free to quietly sit. Bringing our hands to the front of the lower dantian. Feel an energy ball in your hands. It can be whatever size you want it to be, whatever size your body says this is the size today. It might be very small. As you make it smaller, feel the pressure in your palms. Be aware of the rest of your body. My chin wanted to drop down. My knees want to relax. My shoulders open and spread out. Gently paint with this ball. This is the joining of yin and yang. Yin energy is a receiving energy. It's a nurturing energy. It goes into quiet, dark spaces. It observes. It feels. It grows things. It culls, but gently culls. Actually, yin energy does not cull. Yin energy exposes what could be culled and becomes aware of it. Yang energy is active, is percussive. It gets things done. Yang energy culls what the yin energy exposes. Yang energy is what we go to war with anything. Yang energy is in the mind. Neither one of these can be by itself. As we're moving and joining yin and yang here, we are painting, we are sculpting. We're sculpting our chi and sculpting our yi, our intention, for oneness, for oneness in that yin and yang. When we identify with one or the other, we set up those energy blockages in our bodies. When we move and dance with them both, in the subtle nuance, and those nuances, we might bring in yang energy for a second, and it accomplishes what it came to do, and we release it and bring in more yin. And we bring it in by degrees, 1%, 2%, 10%, 100%. And we also can sit in Wu Wei, do nothing. Observe your breath. Observe your body. Receive any messages. Here in this Wu Wei, do nothing, is where the universe speaks to us. Be aware of our breath. We're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Invite in an image of seeing our whole body as crystalline glass. We can see through it. We can see all of the systems. The liver system, the heart system, the stomach and spleen system, the lung system, the kidney system. We see them all in beauty and perfection. The whole body is shimmering like glass. Beautiful crystalline glass. It's vibrating at the highest possible vibration of unconditional love. And all of the systems are flowing freely and perfectly. All the energy, all the chi is flowing through quickly or slowly, depending on what is needed at the moment. The chi understands every subtle nuance. It moves and it pulses, and it flows and is still wherever it needs to be. It understands every tiny little thing that our body, mind, spirit, and soul require to be in balance in this moment. In this moment, all of our channels are open and freely flowing. In this moment, everything is perfect. In this moment, we are at one with the universe, with ourselves, with the earth, with all the plants, all the minerals, all the elements. We are at one with each other as human beings. No matter what thoughts and beliefs each other hold, we are at one. We are one. Our differences dissolve. And we are one in unconditional love. We all want the same thing. We want joy. Joy, happiness for no apparent reason. A state of being, not a cause and effect. And as we hold ourselves in this energy ball of joy, with the whole planet that we're on, the whole universe, it expands. Feel it expanding. And filling our bodies, filling our minds, filling our spirit, filling our soul in unconditional love. And we are in that emptiness of the universe that is so full of unconditional love and all possibility. Here is creation space. Here's creation. All possibility. Feel it expand. Feel your body expand. Feel your heart expand. View this beautiful body that your spirit is housed in and your soul is housed in all its perfection, in all its majesty, and all its grandeur. Everyone has a body that is perfect and majestic and infinite. As our hands come together, we're compressing this beautiful Qi. We're compressing it and condensing it. It's spinning faster and faster to the right. It is beautiful and white. Yours might have a different color than mine. As our hands come together, we're compressing and compressing and compressing, and all that love, all that beautiful vibration from the universe that is unconditional love is now compressing and condensing into Dan. Love is the medicine that heals all things. Compresses into Dan. Here at our lower dantian. Our hands come back into beginning of the universe. We feel that Qi spinning faster and faster to the right and smaller, but the smallness encapsulates the whole vastness of the universe. And we invite that Qi, that Dan, that energy ball, that beautiful, perfect medicine into our bodies at the lower dantian, into our navel, that place where we were connected to our mother, that life source place. Our navel connects us to the eternities. Our navel connects us to the unconditional love of the universe. Our navel connects us to our emptiness and to the oneness. At one-ment. And as we invite that Qi into our lower dantian now, with whatever intention we set at the beginning of our practice. For me, it was to share this with the whole planet. We feel that energy, that Qi, in our lower dantian and down deep into our torso. It is our reserve. And it has the permission now to work off of our intention and heal our bodies. And as our bodies heal and vibrate at such a higher level, we cannot help but have that vibration spill over to those that we're around. We have an energy field, a Qi field, that goes out and touches others. We receive others' chi fields as well. Healed chi fields heal other chi fields. Balanced chi fields balance others' chi fields. We receive that from the universe. We receive that from the emptiness, from the oneness of unconditional love. I am love. I am. Be aware of our bodies, what they need to adjust. My chin was up. My chin wanted to drop. As our chins drop, it's a symbolic of bowing, and we bow to the universe. We bow to unconditional love. We bow in gratitude to the infinite power that we have the possibility of receiving. We bow to the majesty of the universe. And we bow to our own majesty as part of that universe. We bow in deep gratitude. Deep, deep gratitude. Rubbing our hands together. Feeling our chi in our hands. Feel that warmth. The heart. The system is fire. Fire brings in joy. Releases any hatred we might hold. Put it to our face. Our face has points in it that represent our whole body. We take that love and we rub it across our face and down into our chin in a heart shape. And we say to ourselves as we massage our face and caress our face, I love you. I love you. Open our eyes. Breathe in deeply. Tap the top of our head very gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tap the back of our head. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everything is slow. Above our eyebrows. 6, 7, 8, 9. Under our eyes. 6, 7, 8, 9. Down our whole body. And tapping into our sacrum. So if we come back from that meditative state, we're reconnecting with our body now. And I've got people moving in my house, but we can take this energy now that we've connected with and tapping our hips out here. We can take that and it comes in on our breath. Anything that you created in this space, as you breathe in, it comes right back. Tapping the groin. And down to the knees. Gently tapping, saying, I love you, body. I love you, body. Thank you for the balance. Thank you for all of my systems being open and clear, my channels, everything working perfectly. To the left leg. 6, 7, 8, 9, and to the right side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Up on our toes, receiving from the earth, and down on our heels. And up on our toes, if you're pregnant or carrying a child, do this very gently or don't even drop to the heels at all. You can drop a little bit more, that would be a little more yang. But you can also go up and down just gently. Feel what your body would like to do in this moment. Follow your body's lead. I bow to you. I bow to the energy I feel from you. Namaste. I love you.